let's see. Let's try and can you give me the presenter and maybe I can share my screen?
Let me see how I can do that.
I want to try that here.
Tim, I don't think you need to get any special permissions. I think if you just go down to the sharing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, there we go. I just go down to share screen, and I share screen, and
there you go.
Yep, there it is.
You see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay, this is all the rules there are for the Hamvention QSO party, which is great. It's very simple, very straightforward, and this is at the website is hvqp.org, hvqp.org, and so WWROF is the Worldwide Radio Operators Foundation. WWROF has been around for about 10 years. It's a 501c3. One of the big projects that WWROF does is it does all of the log accumulation and log checking and results writing for the CQ family of contests. And so we also help distribute all the plaques and everything that goes on there. And WWROF does various programs. That's just one of the initiatives that we do. But it seemed very, you know, when Hamvention was canceled, he said, geez, we just can't leave thousands of people with nothing to do. And so I was sitting around the water cooler at DX Engineering and I said, hey guys, how about let's have a Hamvention QSO party. So I approached Michael Coulter, WHCI, with the idea. Michael is the CFO of Hamvention. And he said, oh, sounds like a good idea to me. He ran it through the executive team there, and they all liked it. So it's a 12-hour event. It starts at 8 o'clock in the morning, goes to 8 o'clock at night, and on what would have been Hamvention Saturday. And so the idea is to just get on and have fun, you know, and maybe talk to some people that you would have met in person at Hamvention. And the exchange is the signal report and the first year you attended Hamvention. And if you can't remember what the year is, just make it up. Nobody's gonna go back and check the you know, the sign-in sheets or something like that. And if you've never been to Hamvention, I'm sorry to hear that, but you can use the year 2020. And then there are only single operator entries, 3 different power levels. And so the scoring is the number of QSOs plus bonus points. And the bonus points are by working W8BI, which is the Hamvention, which is the Dayton Amateur Radio Association call sign. And various DARA members will be at their homes using W8BI. And so you can get 10 points for each band mode QSO with W8BI. And then you don't even have to send in your log. All you do is you post your scores to 3830scores.com within 5 days of the event. No logs are required. There will be an online certificate available that you can print. And there's logging software available from at least 4 vendors that I know of. A very popular N1MM Plus is there, and of course N3FJP. So very easy to have logging software. And the idea is just to get on and have fun. So again, it's hvqp.com. Now, I want to go to another event that's going on during this week. And that is Contest University. And so do you see that up on the screen now?
Yes.
We do indeed.
Okay, so Contest University is normally held the Thursday before Hamvention, and this year it was scheduled to be held on May 14th. And Contest University obviously was canceled in person but it will be held via Zoom. And it's going to be a tremendous event online from 8:45 in the morning to, it's going to go all the way till about 7 o'clock at night. And so here's the course outline. And this is just a tremendous set of presentations that are going to be available from W3LPL, W2NAF, that's Dr. Nathaniel. He was the 2019 Hamvention Ham of the Year. And he's also the founder of HamSci. Bob Wilson's going to talk about USB and serial interfaces. And John Doerr, who is the director of the CQ Worldwide contest, is going to give a memorial reading of Contesting Silent Keys. Marty, NN1C, is going to talk about youth contesting. And then Ed Munns, W0YK, who is the director of the CQ digital contests. He's going to talk about digital contesting. Doug Grant. Doug just wrote a really cool book called Amateur Radio Contesting for Beginners. And here's that book. And there's two of the young operators from Team Exuberance at the K3LR 40-meter station. So Ward Silver, N0AX. Ward is a very accomplished author. He authors the ARRL handbook, the ARRL antenna book, and numerous QST articles. He's also a blog writer, along with your Mark KMSH, a blog writer for On All Bands. That's the DX Engineering blog. And then Rob Sherwood, who is the world's expert on receiver and transmitter performance, is going to give a great paper on how our radio performance has progressed over the last year. Frank Donovan's going to talk about 60 years of competitive contesting from his station near Baltimore, Maryland. And then we have the presentation of the CQ Contest Hall of Fame for 2020. At the end of that isn't on the schedule yet, but you're going to see it on there tomorrow. We're going to give away online a brand new ICOM 7610, courtesy of ICOM America, to some lucky winner in the United States. So it's going to be a great event. I don't have a website for it yet, or a web page for it yet, but I do want to go to onallbands.com, and here is an event that is coming up. We're going to have a new product showcase for DX Engineering on Friday morning. And so this is going to be a great event. And we're going to talk about some of the new products that we would have introduced at Hamvention. And so this is going to be really cool. And it's going to be on Facebook Live. Those of you who are followers of the DX Engineering channel on Facebook, where we have over 90,000 followers, you will see Facebook Live light up between 9 a.m. and noon. And we will be discussing over 20 different new products from the management team here at DX Engineering. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So you got something to do on Thursday, something to do on Friday, something to get on the air on Saturday. And that means Alan from his beach QTH. Let's get a wire out there, Alan, and get on the air for the Ham. I hope this is the first and last time that we're going to do this Hamvention QSO party. I mean, God, no more pandemics. Let's get a vaccine and get back to normal. I don't want the new normal. I want the old normal. The old normal was just fine. But hopefully we won't be having this discussion next May. So that is my presentation, unless you want to help me figure out what to do with all this junk behind me that I bought over at DX Engineering, and I can't make it work.
You should probably just put that out at the end of the drive, you know, and it'll disappear.
Well, you know, I'm thinking it's sort of like what Ron Verb said. He says, you know, when I die, you guys need to know that I told my wife that everything I bought was $100.
Hey, I just bought like $3,000 worth of stuff from that place.
Great. Well, thank you very
There
much
it
for your
is, yeah.
business. Appreciate that.
You should have a gold key there, John.
That's
Oh,
very nice.
I thought that was supposed. I thought Tim was supposed to give me one.
Well, we'll work on that, John. But that looks great. Are you liking your new stuff?
I fell in love with it the first time I got it. I have the antenna up. I didn't even need the RT system software, but I have it, and I've learned how to program it, and I'm just loving it. I literally just got home from taking my general.
Well, so you were part of the parking lot testing team, right?
Yes, sir. I was in the encampment tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, they had the dogs out and everything.
How do you think you did?
I did good. I think I got about 95% of it.
You know,
You're in.
You're going to have the same band privileges as the guy that gets 75%. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter, right?
You
Just as long
have
as
to know this. I was ready to take this right after my birthday in March, on March 13th.
Yeah.
And then all of this happened. And I'm like, great. And then when the club said that they were going to put the testing out there, hey, I was there. I'm nice and early.
Well, that's great. I know Dave was telling us that the VE team's going to get together on Thursday and get these things checked out. And God, I hope John, you got your AG.
I really want that because wow. It's so much fun. But this 991A, I mean, you can ask Tim. I would come in there and I'd start looking at it. I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm just wondering what do I got to do to knock you out to go take this radio? And, you know, he laughs because he knows I wouldn't get 10 feet. But this is a nice radio. I like it.
It is a great radio, and there's a lot of guys that have been very happy with it. And I know you're going to enjoy it. And John, I know you're just kind of getting started here, but you're in the best hobby in the world. This is it. This is the best because you got great friends all around you, and it's because of this hobby. That's the gem of this thing. And look, during this whole pandemic thing, this hobby is flying. Bands are packed. Everybody, you know, you get on the air and you get into a QSO, and you kind of leave the rest of the world behind. And that's a good thing these days.
Yeah. And I get to keep my 2-meter distance.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's very cool.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
if you guys like to chit chat, that's fine with me. I have to go push the lawnmower back into the barn because she's thrown the drive belt again. So it was very interesting, Tim. I appreciate it. Dave, did you got all this stuff? Because I know I was looking at it last night online.
Which stuff are we talking about?
The information for the QSO party
Oh, yeah.
and all that.
Yep.
Okay.
But
Can you?
before you run, Scott, let me just mention something real quick here. Tim, May 30th, Scott got on us and got Rich hooked up here, and we're resurrecting the Lou Malice 2-meter contest. And the reason I mention that is that I heard that you get around in some of these ham radio circles. I don't know if that's true or not, but a fella, you know, Bruce Horn, that does the contest calendar, you know, and the QSO calendar and all that. We got a hold of him, and he set us up a what a great guy. He set us up a web page so that we can have our local club here, MVARA, doing online logging with, and create a Cabrillo file to record everything. And so I had two reasons. If you run into Bruce, pass along our thanks because we really appreciate that. And the second thing was feel free to mention to any of the folks across the border there that we're going to be on the air on the 30th. And, we're using grid squares as our exchange. So we'd be tickled pink to have anybody from PA checking in and logging up some contacts.
That sounds great.
Richard or
Dave.
Scott, you got anything?
I'll be shooting
I'm sorry,
out
Tim,
an
I
email.
stepped on you.
I'll be shooting out an email here in the next couple days about it, so you can send that out to your club for us.
Yep, do that. And then I need somebody from MVARA to check into the 9 p.m. net on Thursday night on 145.35. 145.35. That's the W3LIF repeater. There's no PL tone. Dave, N3CM is our net control. And just come in and give an announcement here, this Thursday and next Thursday and the Thursday after that to make sure that we get everybody on board.
Okay, I will do that. All right, I'm going to leave this up so you guys can chat, but I got to go get the lawnmower back in the barn.
Okay,
Yeah, thanks,
Scott. I'm
Scott.
going to stop the recording here.